If you like money and fantasy football, you're going to love this free offer to make money with DraftStreet.com. In fact, you've got a chance to win my money because I'm running a $300 league today where the top 7 finish in the money. Hi guys, Al DeMarco here, and today you'll be competing against my team and amongst yourselves to win my money. Fantasy sports have changed over the years, making them more lucrative. No more waiting to get paid at the end of the season. With DraftStreet.com, you get instant gratification. Here's the deal. Go to DraftStreet.com right now. Enter this code, DeMarco, my last name. That's going to get you access to my league today. Entry costs absolutely nothing. It's free to play for a shot at winning my money. You have a $100,000 salary cap to draft your team. You've got until the 1 p.m. Eastern Time kickoffs to set your roster, and the winners will be determined when the Monday night game is over. Remember, the top 7 finish in the money with my $300 at stake. Go to DraftStreet.com, use the passcode DeMarco, build your team now. Do you want to know who the big bettors in Vegas are getting down on today? I'm talking about the guys in betting syndicates who can move the lines, the guys who hammer a game hard 20 minutes before kickoff. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, General Manager of the world's largest online sports gambling community, PickNation.com. You want the inside scoop direct from Vegas? Well, I've got it for you with our revolutionary new service, Insider Money Moves. And now you can get a 3-day free trial to check it out at PickNation.com. With Insider Money Moves, we get the plays of Vegas's heavy hitters direct from our contacts and sources in sports books around town. And now you can get them for free for 3 days with our trial of Insider Money Moves. I've been a professional sports handicapper, guys, for over 25 years. In that time, I've heard a lot of guys claim to have the inside scoop and late steam moves from Vegas. Trust me, they never did. Insider Money Moves is the real deal. 96-69 in football last season. Get a 3-day free trial now at PickNation.com. Final portion of today's show. Remember, every Sunday you can catch us right here for a complete breakdown of all your games from an ATS perspective. And if you missed any part of the show, you can catch it in its entirety over on PickNation.com. Steve, we just had the ad run there for Insider Money Moves. Let's quickly give a little more in-depth explanation because, you know, I was talking like a bandit going 80 miles an hour in that 60-second spot. I'm surprised anybody even understood what the hell I said. But bottom line is, guys, if you want to know what the real moves are from Vegas, and I'm talking about the guys that can move the lines, the guys that make the big plays, whether they're individual big players or the betting crews or syndicates, we've got access for them through Insider Money Moves.
This is a service that if it was around when I was a bookmaker, could have put me out of business. I can tell you as a professional gambler, as a former bookmaker, as someone who's been in the industry for 20 years, I don't make a move without checking the Insider Money Moves first. If I got 2 crews on 2 separate games, the first thing I'm going to do is check the syndicate plays, check the Insider Money Moves, see how that affects my decision. Because truthfully, this is a service and a system that every serious gambler should have. The casual gambler looking to make one play every now and then, this is not the service for them. A little bit of disclosure. However, if you're serious about making money as a gambler, there is no better service available in the world than the Insider Money Move service, and it's the first time it's ever been available before.
Guys, and we've got a 3-day free trial, so nothing risked other than you trying it out for free. 4 ways you can get the plays. You can get them by email. You can get them here online. You can go ahead and get them text to you. You can get an automated message. The minute the play comes, boom, you'll get a phone call.
You can get all 4.
Yeah, or all 4. I love the phone call version and the text version. Phone call's even more reliable than text. Check it out, Insider Money Moves 3-day trial. 96-69 last year in football. Hey, we are going to head to the phones now and pick up with Zach, who's calling us from San Jose State, a member of the Silver and Black Nation. How you doing, Zach?
Hey, I'm doing great, especially after, I feel like the Raiders actually have a chance to be good this year. I want to get your take on it and how you think they're going to do against the Jets, who didn't look all that impressive last week, beating up an easy team.
Well, I mean, the Jets beat up Jacksonville 32-3, but big deal. Anybody can beat up Jacksonville. It was not an impressive effort. Neither was their opening game against Dallas. The Raiders, you have to wonder, are they going to be ready to go here in their home opener, albeit? But, I mean, they totally collapsed in the second half at Buffalo. But in their defense, here's the thing. They were playing on a short week. They were traveling across the country, and they were forced to play a game that started at 10 o'clock Pacific time in the morning. So I think that second half collapse, it was almost foreseen. I'm not surprised they collapsed. But you look at this number, and obviously a lot of people think the Raiders are going to give the Jets a battle here with this price being 3. Steve, I got to tell you something. You know, at first, when I first looked at the games, I thought Raiders are the play, and then I'm going, oh, this is the trap. This is the trap. It's begging me to take the Raiders. I think the Jets, because the difference between these two teams, the Jets have a defense.
Well,
the Raiders
absolutely.
don't.
And, you know, the Jets, like you said, probably the most unimpressive blowout I've ever seen. I'm a Jet fan a long time. Look, these Jets have not played a good game yet. And I'm with you. I'm thinking maybe they're a fake and maybe this is the play for the Raiders. But then you get your senses back. You know, you get your druthers back. And you start to look on paper at these teams. And the Raiders just don't have the star power to deal with the Jets, who are big at many different positions. The Raiders, on the other hand, really 1 or 2 positions deep, and that's it. I think the Jets just have too much stuff for the Raiders in this game.
Yeah, they have a superior wide receiver crew. You know, the quarterbacks, well, I'll tell you what, Jason Campbell played great last week. But Jason Campbell, if he consistently played great, he'd be a all-pro. The reason is that he's an in-and-out quarterback. Look great, throws a great deep ball. 23 for 33, 323 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. But again, you brought up the point about the defense, too. I mean, this defense allowed Buffalo to get 481 yards. It allowed Buffalo to get 34 first downs. My God, you get over 20 first downs in the game, your defense is not getting off the field. It's no surprise the Bills scored on 5 straight possessions in the second half to come back in that game when they were trailing 21-3 at halftime. So I think that everything works against them. I think here you don't fall for the trap. You go ahead and you take the Jets. I mean, you know, Rex Ryan, 13-4 against the spread on the road, including 6 out of 7 as a road favorite. There's some pretty impressive numbers. The one thing that I want to see New York do, however, this week is try to run the ball effectively. I mean, Sean Green, you know, they gave him the starting job. You know, LT had it most of last year. You know, he 10 carries, 26 yards against the Cowboys, 16 carries, 49 yards against Jacksonville.
The commitment to the pass starts out with the run.
Yes.
You have to set up the pass with the run. That's what made Sanchez so effective in the past. That's why he's having so many problems. These guys know they're passing on every down now, and it's all dink and duck. They're not going down the field. And I think if you look at this total at 41, you know the Jets are going to play good defense. You know the Raiders are going to have a hard time scoring, and you know the Jets are going to underachieve on offense. To me, you add those 3 strikes together, and you're out with an under.
Well, I could say, okay. I like the over here a little more since it's only at 41, and the Jets have gone over 16 of their last 21, while the Raiders have gone over 11 of their last 17 at home. So I beg to differ you there, but I think we're both in agreement. The Jets buy off the half point down from 3 and go with the Jets straight up in the game. The final game, we're not going to take a lot of time because who cares about this game? I mean, when they scheduled it, everybody thought it was going to be Peyton Manning Sunday night. Well, guess what, guys? You got Kerry Collins, and you got the Steelers 10.5-point favorite, and I look at it this way. You know, I thought the Colts might beat the Cleveland Browns last week. You lose to the Browns at home, you got no reason to be anywhere close to Pittsburgh, and especially since the Steelers know all too well 2 weeks ago they went on the road, embarrassed the Baltimore 35-7. Lay the 10.5.
If Peyton Manning was in this game, it would be pick'em.
Yes.
So what they're telling you now is that Peyton Manning, where he was worth 7 points in week 1, is now worth 10.5 points. How bad are the Colts without Peyton Manning? This is the same trap. This is the same old bookmakers trying to make you take the points with the Colts. Don't do it. Lay the points again with the Steelers. That's the right side.
God, I thought he was going to break the table here. We won't have any deaths for next week's show.
I'm a little pumped up.
But I agree with you. Even though Mike Tomlin, 8-14 against the spread as a road favorite since taking over the Steelers, you have to go with Pittsburgh. They were not that impressive last week. Offensively, Roethlisberger left the game briefly. I mean, you know, they've got to get that offense cranking. 31 points in 2 games just doesn't cut it. So I think somebody has to be the test tube, and it's going to be Indianapolis because this Colts team, it's more than Peyton Manning. They can't run the ball. They got an undersized defense. They're going to get facing a smash-mouth team here with Pittsburgh, and I just don't see how they compete. So I think Pittsburgh is the play. Guys, remember, any portion of the show you missed, first half hour when we had handicapper Trace Adams on and more, all you got to do is go to picknation.com and you can catch the show in its entirety. Again, for Steve Budin, Al DeMarco here. Every Sunday we're joining you on the Pick Nation Reports.